Well, yeah, try and come on so I had say Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7. Nona about permit Eduno Ensia 426. My main cow say Honorable Richard Acheampong Bia East Atenase, Sanson Sly, Sylvester, Tetteh so Atenase, Ewan say, Debiada, the constituency be quite a problem for me. Yeah, I do mobile. I was obuti dia wasem naba. Enti yeah, can say the memo no how boy because bona essential
First of all, what you join? Botiano English a man from BNA. O de umpe won asema no about BNA.
Mama can say Ecobank for say akwanya da homa Ecosi 31st of March 2022 say ubetimi ama o salary no wonya double na bibiako kama amount. They say the year pass ja say who existence a year account or the salary account the only problem. We need be able to quickly no be na for one wedding kita o kama na wetimenya sa double salary bi. Can who say terms and conditions apply. Obazo tia say year freto free on 0800003225 no wetimene one wedding kita. Na email the Ecobank enquiries at ecobank.com. Na wetimini won akasa Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank. Rockstars Roofing Systems so eguso kayo se onyamia dum abasobodi and the omgusu jia na won edge. Ebini se prestigious roofing manufacturing company of the year. Now that 2021 Ghana Manufacturing Awards na abasobodi bini no. Apart from some of the asida kesiye ma on one side that was it. Se on edi ja wa kwanstrom kusukra. Rockstars Numa wanted to be ban AZ1 a year 50, AZ100 aluminium coated, aluminium plain a year sheets, metal trusses and a ceiling joists and a plaster board. Rockstars say one war sheet profile including a snap lock and a self lock and a R25 stroke IBR, ADI stroke IDT and a tile sheet and so on. Rockstars was 0544 338041 and 0243 690402 na watimine won edi ingita wona fi de fa enyoma edi si dan obia no wona timi abo kwanstron kosukra baby a ubetimi adidi baby a ubetimi hu sampa onyame anim ne aduane no ede yie pa no eye chop shop eho ana ubetimi adidi ama ho atopa one of branches ewo osu anase North Ridge area honom no anafe odo ni kire miamia hodo so ana ofre wona number dey from no 0302 779 009 ana 0302 317 695 chop shop yabeja tum Ghana's good food place. If it's a one dream a year wapomuden very very important udidi anya adwane bia keke and they say udibri bia udidi no as oti asese udidi afri a chop shop Weber call tile cement and nya a cement bia na dey to tile into ye careful auto tiles in kwadia Weber call tile cement no beboa e chini gina yi na afi hu se ampa udi dwuma so nko eboa ama bia timi akọ and we chiso no adhesive ahodo nyina so no obi ohonum Weber call so no classic Weber call plus Weber call flex for indoors and outdoors so no a swimming pool ni de ka kan over 70 countries no ndi dwuma so no say e wonum ndika hu say your solution to construction issues concrete mixtures ni de ka kan ina no Weber call tile cement is a how in every for one wall 05969950 53 and 0556486342 Weber we care na what you want Eddie Ingita. And as we Dr. Charles Rekubrobe Tarzan and then I would that dog 68 years now. Yeah. Dr. Charles Rekubrobe happy birthday. Ghana is proud of you. I don't know whether I can still say the New Patriotic Party is proud of you, but Ghana is proud of you. Omo ADC James was but one of my idea. But doctor, we come and confirm. When I would not, we are confirmed by which the job.
When I can PPS,
me see.
Because I would anchor so this was say Nanki,
and then I would that.
In a man about so
apart from the political contribution, media space,
media space, or yeah,
Jumas room, how many people do? Yeah, Jai might be Jai. I don't say only MPP, and I was there now. Okay.
Only Pamo Eh?
I said, maybe I wish you remember. Yeah, dog. Happy birthday. Yeah, sure, so they won't far. Yeah, over Bununi, agro. Clearly, when you be the Dijuma, happy birthday, you better feel so. Abesrana, Yachia also. Or a lot in him, Majority Ghana, Ekosiisen here no. Richard Akwaba,
oh, my major so.
Constance, they say, here, quite one some day. Yeah, we hope.
Oh, mine, so that's it, change to be on my and I'm over in your minister, so over Parliament to be our sister. A bang sika. I'm saying, Danoka Bakai will show our what do you call it? I don't Belgium. I'm say director of rules no. Okay, say more information. Maybe and can't listen on the buy no. Maybe I know what pick.
No, no, could say.
So or communicate back to you.
Or the
so now friend
or the buy. Yeah.
And to one bear dancing me. Nanka I will say
engineer Christian.
Yeah. Okay, say maybe now my pick under any other road because at least no more publishers say. Acquire my year need to move so more any piano. Now, Western of Crown, we shall grow back a pet and an equal
Benchimano.
And your benchmark, no ye assign so area, ho baby. And a house is in Sabbath or mine, and yet as some kit or MP. When a woman is so copy grade, or ye reshaping. Because I major road up, cars call. Or so could you crum, she name of the free house, more and Chine, a sitch dinner that dinner, and Saquanum use. It's a very busy road.
Okay,
very busy road.
Me first Aquenia was there, my understanding, so they say, Cocoa board, so Sika will be released for a year road agencies, and so media supervision, Cocoa rules projects. No, as a AI thing, say, mobile release, yes, Mama supervisory role in easy Emma road agencies no highways na affected pa year pa resident engineers no almost struggle to do their work. Now engineer Christianity sanity just let us know we some movie also now head the highways and this is just an information coming through into engineer Christianity say if that is the case let us know that Cocoa Board refused to release money to the road agency for the supervision of Cocoa Roads projects. No, na intimi.
No, Michael, I Cocoa Board as some crowd working. So what can I say? Not any politics and twinching. And this is for so me say Cocoa Board Emma contract beer. There was no budget for it. Until you don't beat me, and in terms of suspending those rules, my boy. Name so many second by year. But beyond that, you know, almost a common new contracts. Other than existing ones now, mutamility. Man to us, so a bit of media making a double chrome in Cranquanta, Mapamo contractor, no. A double cojama. 85 say first a expenditure when first enter say a juma. So Unisika, Unisika won't me a entry account. Now, on what you know, another contract, even now, a contractors and I started on complaining. And what you are quite for. Now, then, the about the car committee, no, what your mobilization, contract our site. A young sicker will know be a sicker. Now, we jam deteriorated for 6-7 years.
And you know, Prince say, dear, you bet you a Nina, Jago. My son, American also say, I was in Nina, and I don't come as an American. I come here, no, start, you was Nina. Place the emphasis in here. Which I say, Mamma, come and come myself. What can I say? A double as of the time and I'm free. Contract and a film vision construction.
young girl for tamale at working in an aquan speed and aquan the young guy no energy near resources what I say no I was so impressed actually this financial sector issues by ye publish a list because in the Dinkra or banks in Libya or Kojisika. What I'm saying no, and this guy will have a problem. But saying I buy a money sika or Kojiji bank loan or not the year. The other one, I never come to Kojam also contractor also. I don't put the end and answer me ya. I don't do good time a crown first face no. Oguye Kosha chippings up to now where he put Google. The trucks in our Jano hostis Amanokas. And that's all. And that's all. The Oguye no started say to 2. Now money in your po. The Biamakers are some the same post will be a cause of financial loss to the state. Let the laws of the land deal with the person. Now you're quite. Sika by the kind of man and says Sika to acquire ask you. What's about contractor and soka? Yes, you're quite. Me as on a buy our different contracts under Cocoa Board. What Tracy call more. And I say, you know, person near between the year and I say. MP studio, MP Ben obey my even between surface, MP Ben was go between there. A kilometer of road, Coco found Sicaba, $1 million, Coco found Sicaway. And see, ultimately, Nipano, a plan a thing be said, let's go and punish these people. You will make you one maintain your mind. Thank you. Apart from no Cocoa Board, what the contract to be ample there. Jamaica said they have financial issues and into no more yes, sir. But beyond that, Oma will do several contracts. But never be easy for your Cocoa Board nearby.
I see.
Cocoa can sing in now, so when I'm a free bar. A cocoa will assembly yeka. And your coffee and your banche and your BBA cocoa assembly yeka. And it was under Cocoa project. Kind of correct.
Oh, sir, what's going on? Oh, sir, what's the matter?
Oh, my honey, Mammy Chia, Minia Richard. I said, you just say,
way back.
Now, oh, my honey, Mima, Minchia Meti4. Na, Enra. Dedikai, Minia Saji, Deputy Director General, Madmo, and then Awoda.
Oh, I see.
Me man Awoda Sonko. He's been a bosom friend.
Seji
Saji
Amedonu.
Yes, Deputy Director General, Bakupe, Ewa,
Oya Daniel.
Oya Igbeni. Angwene. Ofiketa. Ehonu free. Na, Minia. Na minchia. Enra minyakwenye share the Association of the Deaf ewo mi constituency. Na mahine Enra ye about the third time I share omo. Anytime I share omo, me share all the persons living with disability. But Enra ye deaf for no kwa na me share omo. Na Enra nipa be miensa ka asem bi. Fa omo hawa, omo ko asipiti. Omo ni interpreters ha omo adwin papa na ohwe ema na omo dodo na kutankwala so na me bisa me ho say processor omo go through antenatal na de how omo ye no omo be hia say ye benya interpreters e wo hospitals akese ye say de be ya omo ko hospital omo so benya lipa be church omo nsemu ama omo. Na Minia Richard, me jide say akwanya abanya shasie a akemu de Rollins abreso kwan bi wo ho a eda wo ho ene aye wiye o man penin kufu abreso ebi wo ho so don't single yourself out. Say you see eka akwanya ya start ya bohuka edi gu ho edoso o man hini eti he na ya kasa yi Meaning this Cocoa Board were all the money to do the roads or more pencil. And I said, ne. But I'm also aware I'm not driving on such roads. Yeah. Our ma contract, our ma bresso. And I buy by or ma twas or my ye. My no call a sin of na wofa baby to say Asinya Kumasi to Senchim. A road Anakuku road NDC for the ma contract. You buy a suspend here, but you start here and then you go sukuta timam for on also any aji. Enti minim di enti a minua Richard ne de no akem is unfortunate because I kwan there e ko bia na menyi say ye kwan say NDC for kwan na emfaso and as MPP for kwan na emfaso no buhwe akwan ahodo a aban aye in the last 5 years it is more than NDC akwan a omo aye in 8 years but there is still the need for more roads to be done in this country. Me feel say ye nyesika adope na me kan wo network bi so omo hene wo call Ministry for Roads contractor hudo a ye de ama ene ye nyasa sika na contractor hudo e ma nyina biwie it's about 24 billion cedis. IPCs are woman rezi omo ye ejuma kodu ba bi e wo se etuaka aban here over 10 billion cedis to pay IPCs are ready. This is the situation enye NDC and enye MPP. In Sikasem no, we should demand for infrastructure here e wo man mu babia. Ma follow amanya hudu bi impuntu ni wo mu development. Ye tikrum ha, ye bo mo baso, o mo ko mo nim, o mo yade, o man ni. Wo sankru no so beyond the nation's capital no. One development is centered at the capital, and they schedule development. Even China, I went to some part of China. One plans to develop that place is in the next 10 years. In Rwanda, Ghana, Nibia, Oka, na call Rwanda, na Pokigami, na Huawei. Na Rwanda, Krona, it is a woman. Okwa. Kigali hona ya hoje se hono ani kru no so tourists bi akwa o Kigali now just drive about 30 minutes down Kigali ube jiwe ni so but o maya itimu entisa hwe bia mi boss is here ya gusukuta every part of this country 275 MPB apekwan yes is the right for nipa e wo ho se be demanded. So the pressure to successive government so na aban bia wo pepa se obeye akwan obeye nsuo enti ye stretch ye ho papa ene abatu obape no road no vote no light no vote enti put pressure na the temper na akwa award road project and all that. And I think say most of the cocoa roads that were awarded close to the elections without way and only problems are you woman there. So me feel say yes akwan bia here na yenhwe yensi kasem ye kan ye koka say sabi obi beboa wo enti say wankasa oboa ho. And no ne was say very expensive. Say a part there you fair every part of this country. And Ghana, one of the African countries electricity penetration to a brew 80-something%. Now so I might be why irrespective of power come no number 70%. And you be an akania kwa ubi. Baso krom hano and they push say anka obia baby ani pe bia wo bia no. Also nya potable drinking water, also nya electricity. A bo apandika yes and no credit. Na yehwe ne ye ene rural housing kra ye prese nkrum kitikiti nyina no omobenya decent accommodation fine but ye bisa ye ho se ye kika ye sase nyina bomu a aso ye ho betumi aso sa nyema ni nyina na ade a ye asemsebe so media me ka se ye nyema kwan ma me amesu me group for esu ni ade nyina sa na ono so di pressure to ne so nti me feel say menua on pimmen cocoa board for na on pimben penim for me gidi say or a senior member of the house and him say on him how to follow up on these things now whatever the problem is no omo ebi kura na how be wo nti uti atweye mu na wanko anko ye follow up a be yedin say be ye we but I know who he is meaning say peculiar case or DHR or benyabi because in that enclave a lot of road construction is ongoing but they be na any specific to the constituency but me just say in fact the last time I call Takwa to be honest with you many anje from pressure but then I'm told say omwa juma edu echire pa so nkakra but the pressure yedi per development no mahene yemfa pressure na entutu ye bottom na yenye jumaden na nya revenue and then anope na me kan baby look wo hwe aban trim po ye Ghana fo nyina agi atum 2022 the policy programs of government Kresika Pudua Abahia over 145 billion are here to fund these programs and budget activities for government. Now, if you see a bottom, you know, Omahene, they say, you can assassin, you know, 100 billion. It's about half of it was depending on others. And that has been the norm of financial architecture from the 1960s till now. And Pembia, ye programs, ye be biasa feed ye be near. No, see, dear nature baby. And then Crawford propounded a lot of theories. Oh my, no, he can't say theories in Aboma. Me who the yeda. I don't know because you call IMF over 28 times in the last 65 years of our existence as a country. Yakoba bia edieko yechi. Oh my, hini. Ubia wenye sikabia do na be kan kire say yemfa bosia enyi but yes over time a break ason say we should look within. It is not only the revenue side of it. It also has to do with our consumption as a country. And layer dollar yi etiate say edwane omahene edwane gidi obi a otie mi yesika cedi. The last time I was in Turkey, na Ghana dollar is about 7.4 no. Turkey is about 15 to the dollar. With all their strength no, we also feel the heat of the dollar with respect to economy no. So it tells you say your challenger a global challenge. Your consumption a idea ehubenya yempa so mahene ye besisa ye taste as a mind. Yansisa ye taste niama ye be share de be die de be nom na ni nyina ye be depending on foreign consumption a be contribute to the strength of Yensika and I say how weak our money becomes. Right. In the idea I was say di hun komo yie ni esre Ghana for say na wotwe nyina no hwe sabi drinks a wo bedom nsuo ebi kra nsuo e ba krom a o mahene ebi akwa kodu ba bi say nsuo a yenum ye Ghana ye say Ghana nsuo kra anye papa biom nti afa de o mu kra nsuo ba obi fi abrochire ba okwa abrochire kakra o se ni taste asesa nti obade bia na o so kra nsuo e ba krom ha bibia woni pa fie ene ye bie grocery shops ye say American grocery shop nti hona amanfo kodidwa Ghana eduane ye jaidie even tin fish Ghana tin fish what the highest wepa a money pa holding say stock is not the idea Ghana for jaidie e bi mo jaidie ma okwa pe America there ye pe Europe there ye pe South America there and North America ye taste no akwa kudu baby a ye sre Ghana for we nye politics amampanin beba ebeko say yansisa yesu ni ye ban with respect to your behavior omahene ebe kechiri eno ni ade a eno enye economics a sebi hwe wawo kitchen ene kitchen set kra ye no yisi ye kra ezunia abuso ha Ghana mranche se enya adwuma anya kitchen kaka obaye mu aduane no se enya foreign kitchen a nipa dodo na empebio bibia akwa kudu no enti ube ko bi fie no sebi apart from blocks ye hihye ne wa ha no bibia ye foreign bibia ye foreign so nkwala no lifestyle mami papa me be ni wa na o shot then you see designer obi shempa one obi show na say we a designer bay. Look, ya kwako dum pempenso a obi tumi oda niama mpaboa e bia $2,000 na e wo say otua ka wa manone na deliver man okrom ha o sha o ye guy enukre but ye nyina ye contribute to the strength of our currency because any time ubedi ade a efia manone ubetumi nya bi wa ha no de kire say wo boa ma wogu Ghana ni no ugu na ejuma but wo pe ejuma ama obi. This is where we are today. So yeah, pray say yenya akwan ye de ye ho tutu aman ahodo so no de bia me can say look aman a ye de ye ho tutu wo mun say wo mo akomanim enukre. Some countries were more development is over 300 years. Look, Utu and Namon Kakra, we say we are not doing badly. It is true, we can do better. But better now, your person here will be a person you do and then or my hen a hianse ubia be committed, it will be sacrificed. Look, I say politicians the last 20 years, or my hen. Oshe politicians are wanya kwenya asum omai, put all of them together. Womundu do ASA. The chunk of our labor, those who take decision will be at na ejumbe 20-30 years. The work attitude say. Shebe obi bedi ni minister, obedi ni DC 4 years, 8 years oko. Yin nyina yen ka yensan ho say ejuma bia wonya opportunity say obeyama omai no. You are doing it with a mindset, say you are also contributing to develop. Say anyasa adwensakra no na say enyina feel say oh aban bi na ti baby. Therefore the ye bia dey share aban no. Sabi aban no beko but one hwe ni ya ensunsuanso bone no wonananom may not get the opportunity awanya na na wo feel say you are getting your pound of flesh from the state. It's your best extreme partisanship. And Komudina Yedino, we should be looking at it. I hope, sir, this will be my initial remarks. We'll come to the substantive.
Meaning, I don't know, conversation. What's happening in Parliament? Supreme Court in Abba.
My main chair, Chief, and mention.
Tetteh Patricia. How what
na mentia menpesa sofo amsa dichi yente bonebia amsa sermons a wamenyina GS towards he levy system here and all wadre ye hwehwe butu menyane menyina eno akosi ye kwa sorry sofo atuyofo enti you say charity begins at 2. Ni some kind of in principle sanka sem papa no what you say na yemi say ho sa ban nan kasa na mombe no o too fast answer mo yana
the work nyina
yes especially say local consumption na that day okay mo no ni nsan no no yenya whiskey mo na that day Hennessy na that day no be petition kra na ye no ma mo ya petition say so mo so no eye ni yi taste no amanfo ns be gina so kama vodka monya petition anam dey but bibi o mo de gugu na chocolate flavor e wo one flavor all kinds of flavors into no ma wonum tumanda ho kama o man aban even tax exemptions aban edema contractors aban award contractor mo what's the dynamic can say two things countries bo ho or more loan baka chiro says one ma tax exemption now I'll increase the contract sum. And they say, I 1 billion Ghana cedis worth of contract. One man tax or there could be 1.2 or 1.1. One exemption now, no 1 billion. But yeah, go and look at the list. Nema, I'm import to the backroom. I'm import to Nadwa. Mina make a metro. Now, I know HMD by Parliament. You struck it out. The first time I'm in honorable yourself, mouthful. It share 101, it didn't come on. Saturday, near a quiet program, I take a cobra, a don't first one, if anything.
Comrade Bonfe.
Bonfe. It's after first session on our engaging me. And I said when he was the minister, there was a contractor. Something prick his conscience to look at the list. One company no fridge no more import to more than 50. Now by your quiet fridge 50 with the bayade. I have no contractors in the issue. I import in maybe Bamuya Maton. A boo pickups bed 20. So look at bed 10. Or the baby yejo. It is a one more near and call listen. No, me wa miss off on us. I'm approval. Jerry for satisfied. I say I don't be cement in your import to Bakrumesi. Cement. Eti wa bananka san run so be uprema who say here this some import now we see the regional. One man wholesale a tax exemption and nobody will even look at the list and engage them. So no, we will not allow those things. We have a local producers in this country, Gasem, Jata cement and all that. Cement is there to enhance. So we create employment and then our city also gain some strength. Now I want to say na more here. You tell me for no to me do those things anyway. Command me say with our constitution and Article 58, we have executive president. He does about 99% of appointment in this country. Into my pay to me no switching will be to me or do promise. It is the leader no one will the talk and our show leadership. There can be an ejuma. Oba your family the obeto reso akasa madiachi. So obi am provided maybe na okasa say na say me no one handwe. So timemfo say your family there it's about leadership. You bet me the ho so anke ento abanye leaders. You bet me e ho so a there's no need to elect president and MPs. Say ko bia ni memra mebo a ya twe constitution obi ankoto ba kuntu ni fie. Light so green akọ so red agina. Police ni ke police ni yeden. O can kind to be bia. Wini bibia obi ade da wa menkofa. Enti say you bet me ahye ho so e di mra so dia. We don't need leaders. And nam say nipa so oden. Nipa hia atenachenti no e na ye twere Bible. Enti na ye twere constitution samoma e na ye leaders. It will look up to our leaders. Abrabo leaders enable no. Leadership by example. Na leader upon our year Timothy so enam krasi na me dem me kokaka wansoma yede. Leader upon our 30 in bet ye nyina 30 be. Na me 30 bet will lose so dey o man enya adwuma. Enti ni nyina boils down to leadership. And sanity mumfo na timi den asakro mabrabo. Asempa FM. Because some abrabo leaders no ka so mo some abrabo I'm going to say, we are fed up because there's a limit for endurance. I know the infant trench now you quote the Supreme Court ruling of the bay. On my ruling by you send some baby in a man for camp. Maybe I meet you say some utterances be course now that define me my tete be. And from where I sit, I'm saying my next we are students of law. And I'm a deputy ranking member for Judiciary Committee in Parliament. It me the judges me no mushia all the time. In the same work up on be a hammer, ne Canadian, a bad dinka cramame. It will be a mistress of West and make careful. I will be a mistress of West, no. But Omanka said Eddie can't jet to me say they themselves are not above the law. So among the ruling bar, citizens don't have the right to criticize their ruling where they have issues with it. Never more choice of words, language be a be used on some quiet him the DA, on can say some insinuations or aspersions be on them as individuals, or not the not or ya cross the line be. Assembly and I, deputy speakers about to work. You say, oh, yeah, presiding officer, either so ye deputy or second deputy or any member presiding, standing on this or no, say, maintain trouble. Let's be black as a professor, Sakasa, Ibu Omukana Utia. Yana S reka o man me so constitution bit manya no way ofidie so Article 110 and the my standing orders of Parliament. Also subject to the provisions of this constitution, Parliament may by standing orders regulate its own procedure. Into this provision the twem because you the standing orders naba ya yenhye ya ye de be regulate your procedure. Menokasi ye cry the new standing orders our Parliament. Now you nyanyin too much. Some of us we have some disagreement with some of the orders on person of the bar committee be on person mo introduce na they say no manya adwen ene kuta ma ya me do be ya ba bedroom ena article 102 no kasa fa quorum ena kire say quorum no answer na bit ma start business bia na senya 1/3 of all members of parliament present apart from the person presiding. So you speaker first deputy second no apart from the person presiding nti quorum no nka ho don't be young for common sense number and to answer the bit much adwuma so crop on so deputy speaker no you shouldn't be part of the quorum nka ho yen ko standing orders no na hwe a definition of the speaker okay order 14 now 14 2 no was whenever the house is informed by the clerk at the table of the unavoidable absence of Mr. Speaker, the first deputy speaker shall perform the duties and exercise authority of Mr. Speaker in relation to all proceedings of the house until Mr. Speaker resumes the chair without any further communication to the house. It is a speaker who has a second or first and now you member presiding who has some authority as Mr. Speaker. Standing orders no a different who a speaker is. Or say a speaker is Mr. Speaker or any other member presiding. Me to tell government to be say okay, we are member for Bekwai. It is a do say kwa koto Supreme Court judge na say page first paragraph or 2 no. Say amana nto aba na wo opportunistic speaker na say issue be obetima twen ho because no deny the vote. That language couple no na in my view offensive. It is or nam say ya to aba man no MP for Bekwai na for me na no. I want the right say I drew about to so to be. Supreme Court and for my join call the practicality of parliamentary proceedings. When the catcher almost say a voting in parliament is compulsory. About to any compulsory of parliament. O power to about power to about me boy. Your first and others and point to change because no say be me a defect. A be inconsistent with the constitution. Me want man go to cross and as order a inconsistent with the constitution. On my Article 1045. Person ka ubie wo feelings no wa kan na anya se me na make. Article 1045 of the constitution and standing orders. Or say we a partner and a party in any contract brought before the house, you have to declare your interest and you should not take part in the voting. But before I done for Canada Japan example. Abama the contract on super street lights. Yeah, the agreement, no agreement, no. Second phase about parliament. Yeah, you know himself contract, no. I would in some meboa. And so different interest. So voting on to be. It is that I would deny asking for a representation.
For a purpose.
For a purpose. As a small coordinate, where constitution you're standing on the crowd. Article 1045. Mami me na men kan obi se bia me na betena na make kan de me pe. Article 104 na kasa a voting in parliament. 5 no ne hu yam sisi or say a member who is a party to or a partner in a firm which is a party to a contract with the government shall declare its interest and shall not vote on any question relating to the contract. Where the constitution is standing order. And the Supreme Court of the constitution. Because MP no, so your man a contract no yeah, and so to about. Now, one top of Mundi and Crawford presentation. What kind of ruling is this? And yes, I don't know that I can say, where constitution can say. Make a can Article 102 quorum and simple or more the year among judgment. They should have vetted their mind to Article 1045. And not to me more member be say, Assembly farm, we a party, a partner, or firm, your man a contract, not a contract, no parliament, you're top meant to be. Am I voting in parliament, you know, any event, a process. At the moment to be presiding, I say be because of a debate. Yeah, we debate, you know. The presiding officer will put the question. Or see those who are in favor say yes. Those who are against say nay, but Abetmaka say no, nay, boy. And no after that, you know. And then look at the language of Muyisu. Honorable members, I think the yes have it. Or I think the nays have it. Operative force of Muyisu no. Because a voice vote. Voice vote to no speaker no. One can be. Or presiding officer no. Or your first or second or any male presiding no. One can be. Or no put to question no. Or no kasa nipa no say say or presider don't take part in the debate. In the debate na kasa want to take part. Voting no so first process no one can ho. And na the standing orders in actually say any member can challenge the ruling of Mr. Speaker. And when anybody does so, the Speaker shall call the marshal and the lobby should be cleared. And every member must stand up in his place to be counted. Now, what put to question? Now, you can't yes or no now. Obi say, Mr. Speaker, me no one arguing. With decision, I challenge you. And you'll be a decision. Wouldn't I will say, yes, if one now winning. And Obi say, or no one arguing. It may be proven wrong or right. I will decision. You may prove wrong or right there. O say, I had the Metro Banibi. The Supreme Court canon. Voice vote want to be. What my judgment? Yes, so boa. O judgment na yes so boa no aye challenge o no. Afa de nipa na so madin kunim no. Ye ba be kan mododo ahwe say no cross din kunim a osim kwa kokon mo ho. Can you imagine this? And they said ditum. Ah court na kasa you can be a judge in your own cause. And the court will no say if any matter is brought before them. Na say nipa no or interest I was amateur either a conflict of interest or potential conflict of interest. You see that judge must recuse it him or herself. Meboa on so transfer system so. Na mo dem court no mo say asem for judge bi ho an say o presiding over that matter ni there. Eye dem na presiding officer of parliament asem for no ho a o interest or political party o man e concern court oba ni bi. Nti okay kasa na mo we nyina esi ani a oh my intase and said the name aso make one kasa de what say how constitution and kasa say article 1045 say MPB our parliament na contract for na e meaning to be no yi amafan to abama no or representative be it's a mom here come say representation they should abandon that argument to crop they should go and read the constitution again. They should go and read the constitution again. Na kind of obi. Adia yesha say one can be. Ya bana ye kan to want to be. Ye challenge ruling here. O say the be adru there. Me see for makoka e ko back on.
E dey ben dey say.
Supreme Court so what can judgment now?
Because so kind.
O say Parliament must take steps to amend the standing orders. Open them is no. So Parliament bill be about yeah amendment subject to voting. Meboa. Yeah amend
taking that steps no.
Yeah taking some steps no. We vote on it. So majority reject amendment no. Speaker Besate why for contempt. The whole Parliament and as speaker no can because only voting right. And a crack na best for content. Vote no see a secret. Say voice vote to pa. Whether when nipa kura when need Supreme Court tomorrow so. The one na best oversighting for contempt of course. Who to me there na ka wan kasa why amendment no a court wo. Who see any yen kwaya amendment no. And I just say bedru wa na you obi move motion. Now yen nyina jetum. We are going to subject those things to voting. And we vote against it. I say, judgment. That's my right. Amendment to me say me so. Oh, difficulty.
No, you are misinforming everybody.
That's the difficulty.
You are misinforming.
I am right.
You are misinforming.
We should take steps to amend order 109.
No musio.
What you say?
Okay.
Some tea.
Debbie, confused.
No musio.
Tail end, no.
That's the point. They say no. Amendment is automatic.
Oh, because you vote against it.
That's my position on it.
No musio.
Mess about so honestly. It is so. What difficulty
was striking order 109 no and says a cancelling orders on whom a year free. What I say, what's the taking steps to amend? What about Simon?
Okay, so
it's on my middle year, no. Whereby a judge made law and a constitution actually says a Supreme Court. My judgment are be part of our laws. And so be then at the year. But yeah, also share Emrana or Shesiano. It's the best standing the test of time. Emrana is a parliament, is a master of his own rules and procedures. What I said. 80 provision be no constitution, man. Actually, say presiding officer and to bar and a constitution. And the woman says a presiding or presiding sort to bar. Means what kind of provision be? It's my main year. No museo. And so say be NDC MPP asem. We need to. What I say? And NDC MPP asem. And no medical mount a basis at 1045 no. So how would only me have journey o kind out the mechanisms and boa. Eti Bamate say a friend is a plaintiff no. Also we go for review so be nya there. But the way you sit here, review okay.
Men go can be
in fact, asemi buy na uhwe bibia ye free. Bibia ya ba bedru say parliament na democracy. Look, first of all, ubi anyin tum say no arm of government is bigger or is autonomous. The constitution is supreme in this country. Dedikai. Na nipakuo se constitution no echinyeje bi ba ho yedi dan wo se wo mu enye interpretation emaye no sa nipakuo no any Supreme Court. On the 15th of February, Speaker to kwanya obaye ono de obaye pistols no tro tin ne moatem de die ne ade ade gina obekenkan. And also we hu say ibidi asebi kra court na odayase no be edge say amanfo mfa asemi court. Now Speaker asemi akwa kodu court na Supreme Court judges aye ruling na avina to no atem didie na to no atem didie sa comment na ye parliament is a master of its own rules and it doesn't mean we bet na parliament no more ye rules are about conflicting the constitution of the republic which is supreme. Anyway, Article 104 a provision of the constitution lifted verbatim and placed in the standing orders of parliament. Ya yi bakukro mfimo ye tamfi constitution no eni ye de court tare ho na plaintiff no court no he went to court seeking the interpretation of Article 104 2. But the Supreme Court no they have fed their minds to so many authorities the interpretation no and he say look omani we share Article 97(1). The Speaker of Parliament is not a member of Parliament. The Speaker of Parliament is not. The Deputy Speakers of Parliament are members of Parliament. And for that reason, they have a right. Look, Omayeni, in the absence of the Speaker and the two Deputy Speakers, no, members of Parliament can elect one senior member to preside over matters of the House. So why? a member of parliament loses his right? Now, any legal terminologies and because we are all not clothed with authority to interpret the constitution, except the Supreme Court. But it also doesn't take your right to comment on it. But the commentary now, if you na to the extent that people are even threatening, say, Omukra MD Supreme Court rather so. Now you do che mahwa, ya beshe. Sa patapane kakabensem ne ahumaso tan no. Time. Look, to the extent, say, Speaker of Parliament, a didi omampenia tem. Can you imagine baby ayeko? Look, this issue of say you taking steps no. The ruling is not saying say take steps. Now mu amend it before you obey the ruling of the Supreme Court. No. Because if you have provision in your standing order, you take it out. But it doesn't mean say Supreme Court ruling no cannot be respected until steps are taken to amend the standing orders. It is not. Until we should be guided by that portion of a statement in a ruling. Namidie omahini. Hwe ajaji foyi. Nipa ye kasa nyina. Minyi say akando ewo emra hu nimdie in the 7 justices of the Supreme Court. Minyi say former President Mahama or that legal prowess more than the 7 justices of the Supreme Court. Experience amuwo adia omosua minyi say the justices of our Supreme Court omo ye coward say asem ye blacker. Why? We will make pronouncement upon pronouncement in favor of the end. The same justices of the look 2012 Supreme Court. Sana Justice Doche not sure. One can say former President Mahama anyway was validly elected. Satan they know a judge, Papa.
You could disagree with him.
Yes, you can disagree, but you don't. But you accept the verdict. Now he's urging the plaintiff to go for a review. Now wa oshe asema okaso otemrasi papa 7-0. Uko review na the same justices na bet now. Na de nipa mienu aka ho. And 7-2. Na no win. You see, say your view ruling no, and I said the interpretation is say to say the account of bet na haka say it is because of ye levy. Then what dream na Inina yepe wa parliamentary democracy ni said ye be koso no mo limiting to ye levy mo wi ase mo ba nyina ye oppose ye levy na aban no should not get revenue to develop na ye ntumi nya ho kwan ba aban mo. Can you imagine what mo thinking? Obi bia ohun sa ruling way say it is limited to ye levy na nipa no sebi na dwen isa. Yes, because me know how you link because decisions me voting in nyama ebe koso e wo parliament no enye yi levy nkwani ade a ebeba parliament no Mrs. Sabi because Sabi say who can say decision ti aye 90 plaintiff no court no or court because of yi levy na sa nipa no betra kan say we nyina is because of yi levy no na nipa kro no person okire e dey pa na nipa kro no o person okire ye boama oman akoyenimu a na tama na speaker Bagbin eji Ghana for say yen court enkoji interpretation no na results be na now okay na the expectation is saying what was his expectation? So for me I think say yema ya dream engineer so say e be boa to improve look really the another we have say Sasani ye penny there. Adena, yemma 2 deputies no should not be members of parliament to cure that mischief. But so long as the person remains a member of parliament or representing a constituency, you cannot, because that is not what the constitution intends to. This is more forcing because more say the ruling is about ye levy there. Moti. na de time kra ne say obi say wo de ye ba floor ho na be say speaker beto aba be ho de be kire wo sa akaka bensem ne ade no he hasn't proven wealthy, and parliament has sunk so low in the eyes of the ordinary Ghanaians. Says antokwane akaka bensem no yen twaso. We should learn to respect the laws. Yen yemra. And is a yemra na say the ya clothing with authority to interpret laws. Na ye the verdict aba. If you was yen or the abanso yen so. Na ye ba fi ho a na omun fi court o make country and say ye must speaker into aba. It doesn't lie in your mouth. It doesn't. So for me, the ye ko be nyina no. Ye amendment to the standing orders no. Me say we put a provision in the standing orders a be inconsistent with the supreme law of Ghana. So we should look beyond ye levy. Now you pass ye levy na just say we pass ye levy. Ruling way. It is not for ye levy. Into bi bia na dwen say ye levy te wetin. Na ye levy no ye be pass it. Me pass ye levy ni bi so a na just say yes na court say ya pass ye levy we dey in view. Enya sa na tie.
Mba pass no.
Enya parliament. Na ye levy enya parliament. No, but omahini. You see, they can have their opposition to it. Not two ways about that. But you do, baby. Na nipadomo it be they can say it is the fault of the majority because we have the numbers. If we're able to assemble our numbers, say they can have their say. But we believe, say, ye levy is a novelty, a big boy to expand our tax net. Our over dependence on foreign loans are a mini or my a mini or my so be kakra my one high kakra. And then when the cost of your self on any now. Man no didn't sika ebe go atopre. And is obi o kapre no di mawa insi ho di besi ho no. O mahene eye ka wo buagu ho. Na him say NDC for say le omo ba ba mu a in an unlikely event that they have power in this country under the current circumstance. So their opposition to the yield levy, they say the government should suffer so that Ghana for any bebre omoso ni ntu abanti a woni emra ban. So it is only about them getting power. That is important to them. But say you share beyond this. Say bois ma atumia bois kra ma ye in sakraye ewo because I think it's a wonderful suggestion say yempese sa niam we be kukoso na de ade dia ade ne ma two deputies no emfi outside parliament just like the speaker. So at any point in time we will not get confrontational, but the spirit and letter of the constitution no, as interpreted Obiti ho as a presiding speaker. He's not the speaker, he's a member of parliament holding forth for the speaker. In any case, Dana Obika say, Sebano say, Yakotuaba. Look, Yakotuaba. It is the clerks, I know kind, Nipa, Doma Wufiho, and they bring the report to the speaker. So what is it? And they take a crucial decision affected the fortunes of this country. We say the fact say what is wrong abandonment to be. Mima dream new wadring ye be debate but the authority nama ni pekuo bi say wo mo nemra ni nyina wokum ha no say yente ye ho ase a yenkonko kirikiri mu na o maka say wie so a we so agi atem didie o ma kirikiri mu wie a we so agi intrani o ma kirikiri mu wie a we so agi say odi o mampani atem say speaker of parliament e ka kiro mampani Kasa mintumi can be unkra. Now no wonder. Say speaker on the floor of the house that me catch say shut up. What the akwa could do say sebi. Na say enkwala udi o mampani atem. Na say enkwala so tu ya no go so a o man ye koya na say ye buy. Ye ko enim and say ye buy echi. Never should it be said say enkwala bedan ye ni a champagne for say e be go mu hufin because we nipa nya adwen. Sa woni nipa nya adwenti ubegu ne hofi na otine chiri na ofisa we konwa no so na konwa kese eti sa ugu konwa ne hofi na usori so no biti ho na ibisa opinion wa hwe wechi a ede na obeka nti baby a edu ende no me omahene obi bia obehu ruling ni say it is only a ruling for ye levy na nipa kro no weti but ebeboa at the different angles eba your constitution no mo your parliamentary democracy and everything. But I know, yes, you can disagree with the Supreme Court judges, but it shouldn't get to the stage say we be born training. It shouldn't get to the stage. Look, and then DC4 okay akugan mo na de ade commenter or make about judges in this country. The late Kobna Ejei, the comment he made about judges in this country. And it's a NDC4 kasa adent na modie enye mo anko mo afadia na training abem.
Na Sir John de kan and on Saturday.
Na training abem.
Sir John
so me nyi ndi say ni nyina ye ade papa.
Nti bo mu sudin. No bo say
so
politics na we.
Nti ye besre say baby aye ko enne no say oman. Ye ma institutions no enye strong. And the only way institutions no be strong no. And your work processes be bria. If you feel aggrieved about any of the institutions, you're the first one. It doesn't lie in your bosom. And people should be mindful, say, Parliament is the master of its own rules, no? Doesn't mean the Parliament is supreme when it comes to our laws in this country. No.
So, honorable, but quickly, Communable Vesimimo, Sir Najunchiri. Tell the honorable member of parliament for Bia East, being a master of its own rules is not the same as additionally presiding over the constitutionality of those rules. Our parliament is subject to the decisions of the Supreme Court. If you care to know, the Supreme Court struck down Standing Order 109. Please tell my brother Acheampong for me.
On church at a 1045 from a Kenzo.
No, what do you call for interpretation?
Okay.
There's no two ways about that.
Amendment.
There's no two ways about that. Parliament is not above the Constitution. And I mean, we are say your judge made laws. Oh, what can I say? The Supreme Court made decision a part of our laws. When I'm cry until so we go for review, no, there's nothing we can do. So we can, you know. And to know that there's no two ways about that. Now I'm just a constitution, no, deny a member a man into aba. Into more kind of presentation, no, they should end there. Because constitution require no a money per be and aba our parliament. So we interest any subject matter more. And also what can one say? And the same constitution, and they can say. So a partner or party to a contractor, you should declare your interest and you should not take part in the vote. No constitution, when you're standing on this, so the bomb for no way. The church said we have a work to do with in the constitution as well. Constitution and no bar ni pebi say a dream may be a amount to aba. The amount I preside officer and to aba or no bonny ben will be a. Say bema a sanity about parliament. What I say? Say to avoid conflict of interest. Now obi may overly partisan on issue because him say deputy senior belong to a political party. In this case, you know, and now omunyina one party as well independent, but inheriting the independence and so MPP ni. Na ye da no ni abre. Oh, kwa fa so eto ba speaker no. Ni abre nti na ya mfa adwuna nkoso say dey so ni nim say esiama no the second deputy no oba de oyeye enka ya say can for deputy na make nominate no
fa na nya ba na ebeto
what I say
officer nya ba na ebeto
na first one ya nto aba
na kan officer
first one ya nto officer sa na be o my ka say de be che me to speaker ba na me obedwom ka say we are going to win the speakership o hwe manim hu na say na wakọ within the house
no na me nya okay with it. How do you
no 3 days na me go
for mani si form bi no
ma say so mo ko for akogu Elisa
na mo na enya Marriott na
na yesu ye bowura Elisa
enya Marriott na mo da o mo da Marriott bisa no enya Marriott na mo da
what I say
mo opposition mo da Marriott enya Marriott na bisa no
we meant business.
Who could that Marriott?
We meant business.
Who could that Marriott?
Did not know. Yes, so praise and worship kwan na ekoso ho. It's your mind am say ye bompa say ye nua no we obekore we are fine. Wan kwa when you get to that bridge you cross it. Now who say ye anope am some people for no omo I started chat course bi and I yentimi ko bobosia and I bibia ye tax revenue na dade. O my yes, see to whom much is given, much is expected. Yeah, about back to national. 6 years money away. Yen sika do about we nsem. Ebi na mabet na me kwan ho asem. Maka say me ho no. 2022 budget no. Me dem infa I grant any Acheampong count. Tax revenue kwan 80 billion. Tax revenue. 11 kan ho na ye 80 billion. 80 for say taxes na kind of catch no. Oma hino ya pass a lot of taxes are controversy behind them ama. 80 billion o projections no. And also be 6.9 billion and 7 billion from e-levy. 73 billion no. I know they own concentrate you first by Judiciary no. 7 billion na wakon to kwa all this one. Na just projections no company wrong. Common fund any get fund health insurance company or constitution. I shall say, Sikana Obejeno, Imu or see Article 2522. So after every quarter, transfer not less than 5% to the local assembly for development. On no crime for Sikarenko. The Wajijin saw them with their mamma crown, Abanji or some issue Sikano. Na me Sika de amount of my going put to Guano, Ojawafa. Then I just say 11 no. Yet who Jesus card being put to Juma. Yes, I you start. Yet Babel Batampa project. Yet after road minister Bejina Parliament or see a passy levy number used as a special purpose vehicle. And the could receive bond abaye coin. No general parliament. In the budget to soon Yankasa the quiet coin. A budget to know Sikani Yankasa coin the quack.
But one can say the e-levy in a quiet coin.
Oh,
or say, or no nature fine the man as a ministry, and then that of the road fund, the bit of the quack will say, and the Ajibusa.
Or say a pass 11 now they will use as a special purpose vehicle to raise bond to construct roads.
Oh, I'm Chirimua.
And Friday, yes, some make a parliament in after Friday Obaha. Oh, I know they said, me see,
last week,
make a current with the attitude.
No, that just last week.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, when you're the for him.
I buy a part of it to go into. Yeah.
They 11 no. You said the way you start. Yeah, the Baba here what do you call it? Cyber security. Obataba pro 3 a year no budget no.
Rose count.
Oh.
Rose need by budget no. On my go budget. Some na me try to na kan has here budget no. Yibra na ehwe. Ya nka Rose wo. Ya mo Rose wo budget no. Agreement so say and e-levy you be out of fertilizer. We so it is e-levy no ade e-levy ntiminya doesn't exist in Ghana now. E-levy na ba ye agenkwa abura munsuo etimiya bibia. Minister, the government is not telling us the truth. 6.9 billion and then the bit my na contractor kra na message okay omo no ka ba 20 billion. The whole year e-levy could be to me. Me no say how much until 6.9 billion no e ko. Na can a be a Ghana Revenue Authority. Omo no me about 20 na. In the budget, we call something retention. Siko be nyina no, ye not more than 3% as their fees. Until they are not government payroll. E-levy ne kan ho. Na mo sababa say e-levy no expense am be 231 million. That's how. When are this a kind of command? You do go am so am say at 68 million. Until yanka once a man, because says come the command. In the budget to nyam na make. Advance of e-levy no 231 million. You do go am so no, am so okay asesan adwen ya 68 million. Where about trust na do otu amano. Wonu ma dey go for about right of 1929 about Nigeria. Eto a mass original said to the yentua. because aban jisika who the aban this came to
no mo yet to say we say I say
yeah
ma hey that's not the issue
abon de ni bre na eka
na oni bre ka no who avenues abetim di aka ana mo create
yes yes no kure na eka kire mo amonti ho ansi o kan ban no ho
ye Ghana ni
o ye Ghana ni nipa ba 81% say to ni entua
e ni
so be na no yi
oh please
mamunya
sa de no
me na me so be no
na what is that so
investor of Ghana ni back UDS
me kai o say
yes abon de ni bre no ka
no but menya sa menya sa woni abrea kan yi enko kase
on my me check because say amount you try rent tax okroma say you try capital gain tax we say you try pay as you earn you try we say VAT 17.5 you try get fund 2.5 ejina brane health insurance 2.5 you try communication tax you try sanitation tax you try income tax you try covid levy you try and in the petroleum taxes you try fees and charges go increase by 15% and e hu adwuma obi anka ho asem tax tap
what is the percentage of revenue to your GDP?
Tax
revenue. What's the percentage of it to GDP?
Tax revenue.
Tax revenue. Why you simplify the matter? According to your size. What goes according to your size? Tell me. No, you see, Mamu just had that mischief. Tell me, you don't even know what you are doing. Oh my. Yes. Tax revenue. What is your tax percentage of your tax revenue to your GDP?
Forget the percentage.
You forget the percentage. Can you imagine this? A member of the finance committee, a senior member of parliament, we should forget the percentage. Can you imagine this? A senior member of parliament, you say this?
Me see,
please, just a member of parliament.
To our problem. The other sources. Let's cut down some wasteful expenditure from the executive.
Like what? Tell me. What is the percentage? Quantify the tax revenue.
Now you tax 7 to GDP.
Me see.
Since when I won't say so.
We've been making this point all the time. We've been making this point from day one. President Mahama was even making this point.
What I say? You cut your quote according to your side. You can't tell me say.
According to your side.
Look at government side. Tell me, I'm back on your some 425 minutes. You can't want them now. Then I'm catching. I'm saying the end will justify the means. By the end of the day, results were on the mind. 120. Who tell I'm catching say? I'm go be on use bus or be on use V8. I'm go come see no more you turn bus. So we. Apart from no who be on some to bus. This is what the wasteful expenditure here can want them. Why do you engage 125 plus 1,000 plus presidential staffers? Obedient on Facebook, so you're trying to cut. Deputy upon the photographer, more than 5. Look at the list. Dear Juma no more the development of this country. GDP na kakano, a bunch of us no GDP no. But what I say, the GDP no. This I won't say. Many of them are foreign owned. The money doesn't sit in the economy.
Jesus Christ.
But
you know how economy is measured.
I'm telling you,
this is
it based on who economy no grow no. Who could just say the bubble here. The growth of the economy will not pay the loan for you because whichever woman start. What I say? That's the point we are making.
Okay, mess about so about the yatete so crown.
The GDP ratio no. 80% or 70%.
Yatete so crown. Yatete so but
I lectures and sermons.
No. Let's speak the reality. It's not about lectures. Say yeah. That's the conversation we should have. So that we look. Well, yatete so born about from crowd with the idea so people to Go TV and they a free 89 Ghana city, about 69 Ghana city. A cool chop. We are in that month, Ghana month. The copy na koto na bibianko kamama. Just grab your own. One time, no when you are there, precope. Ubinya a nyoma bibre ashe or a Go TV. So, Mr. Entrenche from 89 to 69 per. Not just the only way. So I say, make out say if we say break our copy the 31st of March 2022 editumi kana kope eye ugo TV ni bina bibia kama enfama Melcom so se men koso kancho se Melcom inflation basta promotion so eguso a ekoso den ene obo se na ne omabo no ekoso baby back bia won ti ase ekoso to ne oma free baby back bi bo se na ho ene oma bibre but Melcom so mo show cry se ebri bia no mo di dwa kwanso nkoso no na ono ma ahohare bia ebo kwanso nkoso kra terms and conditions apply no one say ehye edasa enkoma yedi ehum na mensanka obiem DSTV so ebo nka den say ene de Ghana mantris no obia hwehwa ne nyoma eba from kama say crowd e obetimi atosa zapak decoder no and this kit no plus 1 month DSTV access 129 Ghana cedi kaneno na 169 Mr. Entrencho na sekra tutrumika na kopebito metre DSTV price ye hwehwan so aba 129 Ghana cedi pe Mr. Ifri Sabre kopem the 31st of March 2022 anasa nshewi ye diagu akwam DSTV feel every moment untimi enyi if emrana yentwa komo so
you see a populist way of communicating but I feel say baby ekwa kudu no niama ebe heti o man no yenka no kre yes obia was right to demand accountability me o man hin de bia me ka say member of parliament ebetina no bisa say sika moji nyina modi yedai not any member at all but a senior member from 2013 a member of the finance committee o man in kroma there is no cent peswa that has not been accounted for in our budget revenue biaka abainsa were accounted for me dey be say look we should really look at our procurement once again. He made very sterling way on foreign contractors in Niama or the Babaji exemptions now the idea depriving and weakening the economy no so the cement about my money but what now all these taxes are taxes are ye o man hini we can we nyina abom as a tax revenue it's about 14% to your GDP. How do you grow? We are economists, we are finance person now what kata weni eguade a wonim so no be didn't draw akegum pacha because of power na niema wo kekei
language
but on yes I don't person say waka neni onim said you see cancer no yes sir so jina baby
can we 14 kuria
no but Mr. So it is one of the ways it was say yes and at one breath more debt to GDP do 83%. We should declare HIPIC. Oh my hini, their solution is a young IMF. NDC for solution. But your best economic brain, Kwesi or see IMF is not the solution. Because NDC for me see or how we are see abanan in a womb or how are you woman and ne? Samuna muti abaimwa. What can I say? And maybe na dollar edwani wo kroma anita de so say e motia e na hwem dollar fi nkrofo account mo e na ma dollar koso wo kroma ya tia sa de no wo kroma da
na bo mi aso kan say
so asema mi kan say se yeti ho na presidency who check office of the government machinery na amount now you assume say is money meant to the president speaker Sebi say yare no yare and can trips are on any family called Dubai. Almost every now and then it's a cost to the state. But a yarienti.
No man pay no cost.
Yarienti. Yeah. So say no man pay asem ya omoka say. Obahini. Hwe yes man pay for commercial flight into Kwan. We got 3 European countries or 5 at times. Now after Air France. We dey akwa see France. Now say we fi France go Belgium. Our business class any flight no more. into Mampeni, where no ako. The security is say, or Mampeni, all call Dubai direct, or the first class Emirates, and or the call Dubai. Munche travels no Mampeni, aye, Ewukruma. What to 2 coins, sir? What to coin? Parliament, by your stature, who took you fly on business class. Apart from Emirates, our first class cabin or Mampeni security, be good. Ya Kenya for the kind of aircraft a back room, and no Mampeni fan took coin. No Mampeni could do not call 5 different countries. Internal Europe, waiting open any business class in Podwakase or Mampeni risking the life. Inti muti ho na mudi we ye propaganda munim pefe se de mo ka no enye no kre inti okodu wa ofa first class no di kodu Dubai na okodu wa na afi oye trotro apiki how
that was not the issue,
but that is the issue o ma penya konti that is the issue. But when there is a need ebe boa o ma peni safety na de ade nyina, please,
top of the range.
How do you determine top of the range, please? How do you determine the top of the range? Yeti ha na yakika ne manyina abum na ye nim pa no ne ye bu ye ne guso ne yakika no basa say ye pepa wanti look sika ye kan wasem enei omahini obi anim say ye levy is not a panacea to economic problems. With ye levy policies are more approving. Yeti ai say more approve policies say yenye you start Niemwa mebunu 3 million in the next 1 million people in the next 3 years. Now we approve policy no na aban commitment ni say obebua Ghana mebunu na ya kebi on youth unemployment. Wo hwe say umpeso asofo omubenya bi. Na kofo e ba say mumpe. Ezo krofo egum your constituents they are there. How many months did you womuka? You do womuka 3 months. At least for the last 5 years. Ya prove say ya timia boa wo constituents e bi kwara wabusu afo ka ho ya boa wo mo e bi atrefie mfie num mfie nan e bra na omampani dada mahama eti aban mo ye ba musi o yenye nso ye mo na mo besu se mo nkrofo wo mo nya ho kwan 100,000 na edu mo ka 3 months awusu na o ka common fund mo wo aban mo ndi common card for a year and actually na wo committee no so woni. So yeah, man, weni and he can't sem and tungum. And no nya politics. Me feel say baby discuss na kwa druno. Ye nim komo a ebe boye ma make improvement. Na say ye betra ye hyemra ye nimade no problem say wo ho no. Asama wo ka say exemptions e di ma cars ahodo e di ma ko. E ya de amene wo ye ho adwen. Ye call on that tangent ebe boye. Wonim office of the government machinery. Share number of institutions are a office of the government machinery. Now look at your budget. Compare to the NDC time. Oh, and say yes, I know when you now you try me ordinary people or money swa. Now if you would before share ni panu, we are no calling for coup. Say you can't wait. To win train, mamun near intellectual debate, namun convince Ghana for say into abamamo. Na back doorway. The yield levy will pass. You say economy a woman, it is not the best. Our global consequences, what is happening on the global way, our consequences for economy. So. But we need to work our way to get out of it. But you can't work your way out. It hasn't proven successful. Now, you know, baby, the money say and call IMF. The money say and call IMF. But you call IMF, I'm wying. So, revenue, or me challenging to say, on country and say 1 cent of this country has been lost. Every money has been accounted for. The challenge even at the road sector. We share the expenditure. You know, TSCI for 145 billion, and you're here to implement government policies for 2022. We are looking about 100 billion, and the 45 na kane also bo obipon. Now for how long? And you be bought microphone say omumwaye nienya in development. Ndia yes anyama we nyina ba beduha aye development e kechi niema wo se ye e kechi say ya nhihye paama ya nya ya peja ye tax revenue to the range of 20-25%. Say omahini ye koye nim no ye home betray. Look,
Mami ma obi akwa.
Oba na kwa ba.
Go
in town.
On the embrace.
On the first.
On the coin.
On your one penny coin.
No, but so witnesses.
Witnesses there. Upon one penny.
Jana fragna na what am
Acheampong nyoma wa bekeka wa hene. Ana honorable Tetteh so nyoma wa biem wa hene. I just say see adwene Ghana. Dom kuma na ha omoni dodo. Ana dom kese so ye ho kire ye ho nim ba mo so omo nyoma yi. Juzo kan o page for embassy we obekotu die eje.
Now me ba me tie honorable analysis on Supreme Court ruling. Honorable what kind of ruling in nyina there? 29 pages in nyina. Because your point on 1045 no. The court dealt with it. I don't know, but for my reading, I think it was dealt with.
It's not that amended it.
No, the Americans say the clause are 18 years excluding an MP from voting. The whole of Article 104 now, it talks about voting in Parliament, and all the other clauses under that article, no, about in the 1041 come about the quorum, 1042 and excluded the speaker, from voting, and it was I think it was dealt with. I mean, but for me,
the word representation, I'm say
assistance now.
No, but my other point, but my other point important, I think you made that point about quorum for ordinary business of the house. Exactly. But one thing so a court near and say the court took time to distinguish between the two quorums, the ordinary business and decision making. They took a lot of time, a lot of time to distinguish between the two. One thing I found interesting, they say, Parliament started on any days. I'm going to call Parliament. I'm going to start at time at 10 a.m. It even said by 10:20. Mind you, say the threshold for quorum for business to begin is lower, and to say decision making. It is only 1/3 of all members, excluding the one presiding. It even said by 10:20. 1/3. No, that's you need be 91 people. In by 10:20, 91 naba. Business has started. Omenya quorum for business to begin. Honorable Member of Parliament for Bia East. Sa 91 number na on count. 1 hour after business has started, and honorable Ebaye. He was not part of the quorum for business to begin. Honorable by 1 hour after. Yes. Are we saying say decision be Parliament be making decision be because na honorable enka quorum 91 and we don't mean take part in the decision making ana.
No,
is that the argument?
No, or not the minimum number near 91.
Yes.
It is a when you're more than that, you're good to go.
Very well. Yeah, that's the point I'm making. But the American say you entered when the business of the house had begun.
Yes.
Because no when you're 91 number. No. And maybe 2 hours later, a critical decision is going to be made. Is it the argument say because an honorable NK 91 no? If you want to mean take part in the decision making,
it shouldn't be so.
Okay, so I say even voting is not compulsory.
Yes, I agree. And I'm not crying one other thing, because I want to establish the fact, say, it is not entirely true. Say, if you are not part of the quorum for the ordinary business to begin, you cannot be part of the quorum for decision to be made.
No, the constitution is clear.
Yes.
Apart from the one presiding.
Absolutely.
I refer to any other member.
Yes.
But apart from the one presiding.
Yes.
But
apart from the one presiding, it was clear in the quorum for business to begin,
yes,
which is 102.
Yes.
And for business to begin, yes, 104, the constitution was silent on the apart from the member presiding. And mind you, say, and I made the say honorable law student, the two honorables a law student. I mean, one of the canons of interpretation of constitution, the exclusio unis rule, OBNM.
into the express mention of something excludes all other things not mentioned.
We don't need to put in other
absolutely. In 102, the Constitution was clear. Say apart from the person presiding, quorum for business to begin, one thing. In 104, that exclusion was not there. You understand? In the clear say in 1041, the quorum for a decision to be made, Constitution is higher, and when you 1/3, be offer 1/2. If you need more than half of members to be present, and I think in going forward, no, I would encourage say ebeya unya the statement of claim from the plaintiff ekan. Now unya statement of defense from the defendant now kaya. Now for the kind Supreme Court ruling 29 pages now, it puts all the issues in proper perspective. Now because I am not a fan of people talking about a judgment of the court without having read the judgment. Yes, sir. A very emotional argument here and there and all of that. Now, you address the issues. So
where
proper.
do we go?
And there was a point the honorable raises. He said, I don't know. So, but me asking how me be already point about the question I make ask about. I've forgotten about it.
But I'm just say, with Constitution, you don't read Constitution in parts.
Absolutely.
You read it
in whole. Yes.
It's here, Casa after the presiding officer and the deputy speaker. No? Who is a deputy speaker?
Yes.
Was presiding?
Yes.
I want to define who the person.
Absolutely.
Is.
Absolutely.
I want a definition of a speaker will come in.
Yes.
It will. And I'm kind of say, I don't mind to crack about now. Say speaker no is unavoidable absent. The first or second deputy will assume the chair.
Yes.
And will perform the functions of the speaker.
Yes.
In the interpretation of I'm one who nipa rule or president.
Absolutely.
It is I think once for an anchor some fat deputy no say
yes.
On top back.
Yes.
But you need to find out who that man is.
But who said the other thing is honorable because the entire 104 about elections. In that same 104, the Constitution is unambiguously clear. Said the speaker, and it was clear the speaker would not have a custom or an original vote. It was clear, unambiguous.
Hold on.
Yes.
The speaker,
yes.
Ordinarily, the speaker referring to the
speaker or the one presiding.
No. When the Constitution,
that's the challenge here. The speaker. The speaker. Now it goes further. Or the one presiding. See that or the speaker seat.
Anytime the Constitution wants to use the speaker, the Constitution uses the speaker. Yes. So a person uses the person presiding. It uses the person presiding.
Clear.
It's clear. It's clear in the Constitution.
They know who the speaker is.
I think to help the conversation, of course, and I also make Supreme Court ruling in the Mechanical Lloyd case, no Emma, said the court agrees, say, or decisions would be criticized. You understand? In the criticism of Supreme Court decisions, they are normal. And that is what lawyers do. I mean, they agree to disagree on issues. And you'll be because also BRG Supreme Court ruling in the Tumuno. That person is not being fair. People would criticize. They would criticize, but say, criticize here. Let it be based on having read what the judgment says. Now, wait to me, I make a good argument. But I think so far, no. And one thing about the initial rule, page, I think page 23 and 24, where court, Parliament say they should take steps. In either amending the standing orders and now say or processes in Parliament to make sure say the deputy speaker of course I agree with honorable say there should also be a distinction between the right to vote and also choosing to exercise that right. And what the Supreme Court has done is to state in unambiguous terms and guarantee the deputy speaker's right to vote. So what the right to vote, and no interested by all means, so we go ahead and vote. And again, the argument say voice vote, how would the speaker take part in the voice vote and still rule? It doesn't really come in because because honorable, if Sanka Parliament is lopsided, Yenvan say it is 169 and 106 now. This whole argument about the deputy speaker voting it has come in now because of the numbers. We should understand say exercising that right to vote no and by force, but it has to be guaranteed for you. So what the right to vote, that is what the Constitution was silent on, and that's what the Supreme Court has ruled on. It lets draw a distinction between the right to vote, which the court has guaranteed through this ruling, and the deputy speaker going ahead to exercise that right. I think we should draw that distinction.
The standard order gave flesh to the Constitution.
Absolutely.
And now I say the speaker do not have original no a casting vote.
Yes, on the on-camera.
But the first deputy speaker has an original vote like any other member. Yes. But when he's presiding, he loses the original
vote. Yes.
Because who said he was not mentioned under Article 104.
Yes.
It's the standard orders and gave flesh to what they wanted to mean.
Yes.
To avoid this conflict of interest, bias, and all that. And according to what striking it out, fine.
But also standing orders, if there is any provision in the standing order, are a sin against not just an express provision in the Constitution, but even the spirit of the Constitution. On the basis of that inconsistency, will be struck out. And I think that's what the Supreme Court has done.
Okay, so
review would be interesting. But let's see how it goes.
But 4-5. You can encourage review.
Can you imagine that?
I doubt.
No, maybe for record purpose. Former flag bearer say encore review.
In favor 7-2.
Okay, be a bass and
Oh, that's two rabbit come 99.
So the two black woman was 7-2. They
themselves they are criticizing every year.
The mere fact say Omunina call 7-0.
Doesn't mean say
when the original jurisdiction of the court was invoked, the interest say review jurisdiction which we invoke here. Omunina besia cause. I think three main instances and the Ube so they apply for review. And if ultimate argument ye now check court not join court maybe be a court non consider.
Sorry.
No. It depends on where you are standing.
Yes,
genuinely, and I will be reading our last week. She has a judgment in the bar. You don't expect to be on this other side. The most important thing is that our criticism should be situated well, not based on emotions.
Emotions, of course.
And choice of words. You see, people are. They will disregard it. They will not even. I mean, because you see. I've seen Supreme Court decisions being departed from it.
Of course.
Yes, Supreme Court has a right to depart from their own original decision. So, one said, among four areas, okay, so Sana be higher doing there. At the end, my deputy speakers, no, and from outside.
The last time we have suggested,
it could avoid all these. Lower confidence last suggested say, the most senior
wake up call.
Yes, movement to be ashamed. So I'm the most senior clerk in Parliament in the absence of the speaker.
On the seat and Najona 7th is the clerk of Parliament that presided. To elect the speaker.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. To elect the speaker.
Absolutely.
So other now say your ban is okay. You have cost now the idea. This clerk to Parliament can always act in the absence of
the speaker. Now I am the control.
Even when the speaker travels, the clerk must announce to the House the absence of the speaker before the second deputy can
take the chair.
Oh, that's the case.
Yes. Just last Friday, the same thing.
Idea who because this one,
you can't just come and sit there, speaker there too confused, but no. Somebody must introduce you to the House. I don't think that argument was open the introduce say you are acting in the name of Mr. Speaker. So you take responsibility as a speaker. I just hope I ask me first deputy to know better now.
But me kwan I didn't kiss the crowd was down as Babin by no. Over cast or no customer. the Obetina name.
No, there's no.
No, or no, the assemble our own name.
No,
Mama Chum.
Because if you are sitting in as a speaker, and my mom for quite that analysis, does it mean that vice president acting?
Yeah.
Or a
Speaker of Parliament.
Speaker acting
Yeah.
as president, they can take decisions that will affect us in the president's absence.
And also, yes, I'm random man once acting, no,
Yeah.
but common sense in Tino, there might be some decision, reasonableness in Tino.
Speaker decision, no. Overtell speaker.
But there was
a motion. The way you operate the parliament. Oh, it's not the speaker.
No. Now, who the speaker to overturn the speaker's decision?
No, he didn't.
But he ruled on emotion.
He ruled on emotion.
No emotion.
And what authority? Because
Absolutely.
he was acting as a speaker.
So
when him say even when the speaker is acting as a
then Richard Pa.
okay, I said judge who I say sworn in. Or so me and sworn in.
Yeah.
They took the matter to court.
Yes.
And I say monotonous because it's a president to coin 20 times, never only 20 times. It doesn't make any sense.
So no, that issue in the crown. I don't think Honorable Ajaho should have let it travel that far because the court has already ruled. GH means have a Attorney General said that swearing in should be done. It did not mean say that way in the by, and I think Asari as Attorney General also reinforced that particular ruling.
It's on my issues, no.
I think said no more about
constitutionalism.
Look, who's a baby by an attention comment?
It was a good ruling.
A member wanted to move a motion to also overturn the approval of the budget for the second. What I say, but Kroma said to Kroma and paying for a solve for another day. What I say, they intervene.
Yeah, indeed, true.
People intervene. It's also a speaker actually has to listen to good counsel. And since through now all creating unnecessary attention in the system. And yes, sir. But admit emotion.
But you see, but you see, don't make it look. You see, on that matter, now
admissibility,
the decision, a quorum to conduct business, and a quorum to take decision. Babin aired on that. He aired. Babin aired on that. He aired.